Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Midweek War! We are back to talk about Impact Wrestling. Last week, San Diego Comic-Con kind of threw us all off. I'm Mad Mike. I'm back. We just watched Impact, and with me, as always, is the voice of Inspire Pro Wrestling, Eamon Paton. How are you?
I am okay. This was a show that we watched. I feel like that's my response every week, but hey, you know.
Well, it always is a show that we watch.
It is that.
Yes. Speaking of that show, that Impact Wrestling, Eamon, what is your one word for Impact Wrestling this week?
My one word for Impact is tree.
Yeah, that about sums it up. My one word for Impact this week is dummy. Yeah. And we'll get to that. So Eamon, what was your good this week for Impact?
Now, I was thinking about this, and I was between two, and the reason wasn't because necessarily they both were amazing, but because there were aspects about each of them I liked, but I also had flaws with some parts of it. I'm going to give my good to the Moose debut.
Okay.
I thought it was good. The wrestling wise, it seemed different than a lot of Impact's wrestling. I personally, people can disagree or agree, but I'm not a big fan of Impact style of wrestling for the most part, at least nowadays. This I thought felt like a Moose match you could have plucked from Ring of Honor and put into TNA, and it would have worked. Which that's good. I do think the guy he wrestled, David Starr, got a bit too much offense for my liking. But other than that, it looked really cool, and it got Moose over really well.
Yeah. This was a much better way to introduce him than right away putting him up against Lashley.
Definitely, yeah.
Like even the stuff Moose did later in the evening helped serve him better than the intro that he got.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. All right, so my good this week, it's going to go to Eli Drake. Legitimately, probably one of my favorite segments on Impact in a long time.
His talking is I love it because it's like going back to like what I liked about Moose's match. It's different than everything else on Impact.
Do you know what it reminds me of?
What's that?
And this may sound ominous, but it's not. He reminds me of Mr. Kennedy.
But in a good way.
No, not Anderson. Mr. Anderson was horrible. He reminds me of Mr. Kennedy. Back when he had potential in WWE, and we liked him a lot.
It's like the good parts of Mr. Kennedy.
Yeah. I mean, it really is. And now, I may have misheard this or misunderstood this, and correct me if I'm wrong, but did he say that he would give James Storm a title shot if he cleaned up?
I think so, basically.
That's an amazing story.
When he dropped the line of something about him being Southern and how it's about drinking beer and sleeping with your sister, I was like, I'm your biggest fan now.
Yeah.
Thank you for calling James Storm out. Bullshit.
Yeah, if he wants to, bring prestige to a belt that really doesn't have a lot, because it's a brand new title essentially, and he wants it held by a guy who isn't a drunk, who doesn't come out on a beer, basically telling James Storm to completely abandon his gimmick in order to get a title shot, that makes the championship mean something to me.
Yeah,
I think that's a really, really cool concept, and a really it's the best King of the Mountain storyline we've had. And I mean, granted, it's not that long of a history, but it's the best one we've had so far, and I really, really hope that's what they mean to do with it.
Yeah. I also really didn't like when James Storm was like, I want the King of the Mountain title because it's a launching pad to the world title. Bitch, where?
Yeah, no, it's not.
How many people have gotten world title shots before whoever the King of the Mountain champion was?
Yeah, no one at all. I mean, I see what they're trying to do with it, but the belt has never meant that before.
Yeah.
If they wanted to mean that, that'd be okay, but they actually have to kind of do. The X Division title is more of a launching point to the world title than the King of the Mountain. But overall, I thought the segment was really fun, and Eli Drake is really coming into his own, in my opinion. Probably the second best guy on the roster to me.
Yeah, I'd see that.
All right, but not every show is perfect. Impact hardly ever is. So, Eamon, what was your bad this week?
I'm going to give my bad to Bobby Lashley. For reasons I've mentioned before. Seriously, why do you keep giving him a microphone? Why are you doing that?
Bobby Lashley's never learned to talk properly.
Not just talk properly, but to cut a promo.
Yeah.
I am sick and tired of him always talking over other people. It's not it's frustrating. It's honestly frustrating.
Yeah, I think he tries to do it to make him seem like a badass.
But it just makes you look like a dick, not in a good way.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know. I didn't realize we were supposed to still hate Bobby Lashley.
I'm not sure if we're supposed to.
I don't,
because the promo of DJZ,
the stuff with Moose said otherwise.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think he knows if he's supposed to be a heel or a face.
But yeah, that but also his just general speaking, saying that he was going to go after all the titles. He eloquated that by saying, "I want all the golds." Good stuff.
I mean, he does want all the golds.
And then he was like, "I want all any singles championship." So he doesn't want the tag titles, and assumedly he doesn't want the knockout title. It's
I was gonna say I cannot wait for Lashley versus Sienna.
Honestly, Sienna pointed out that she's of the two, she's the only one that's undefeated in MMA. So she said that on Twitter, and I thought it was great.
Sienna, you just became one of my favorite people.
Why does it?
I don't necessarily like you on Impact, but that was amazing.
Well, because she never talks on Impact. Like, she's an amazing talker, and she should be allowed to. But no, so basically he just wants the King of the Mountain title. And I thought the match with DJZ, the ladder match, was good, but did nothing.
Yeah.
It didn't help DJZ. It didn't really help Lashley.
No, I think they were trying to do like a Jeff Hardy Undertaker moment.
But it wasn't that at all.
No, it wasn't. And
Lashley didn't look like Lashley just was like Zima got some stuff in, but like Lashley just pressed him off the top of the ladder, won, and didn't look phased at all.
No.
Like it just didn't do anything. And going back to it, you're just gonna do that out of nowhere? Like you're not gonna build to it at all? Like on this show, they set up for a week of build, basically, for a Grado and Shira versus the Tribunal tag match, and then they just hot-shotted this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, get your priorities straight.
Yeah, like I thought and I'm sorry, a ladder match? Really? Big guys win ladder matches all the time.
But yeah, when he said that, I was like, "Do Ultimate X."
Yeah, exactly. Ultimate X is what you do.
It was so frustrating, but like, I would have been even slightly more okay with it if they advertised it and tried to build it for next week instead of unadvertised. DJZ is gonna want his X Division title shot now in a ladder match.
There were 2 unadvertised title matches this show.
It's just ridiculous. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, there were 2 unadvertised title matches on this show, which should not be.
Well, one of them I think was advertised online, but like not built to.
No, I'm sorry. I literally just watched last week's episode.
Yeah.
It was unadvertised. On the show it was. I don't count online.
Yeah, but
I don't count that. I don't count that.
Yeah, no, but you're right. Like neither of them built it for next week or anything. They're just like, we're just gonna have Abyss and Crazy Steve against the Bromans again. Like, why though? Tell us why. Build to it.
If you're not going to do anything with either of these titles, if you're not going to change anything, why even have matches?
Yeah.
Why even have are we just waiting for the Wolves again? Please tell me we're not just waiting for the Wolves again. I'm going to be very disappointed. The bromans have been doing such good stuff. DJZ has been doing such good stuff. Reward these people.
Yeah.
Like, it makes logical sense that Rosemary's not out there in a Monsters Ball match. Raquel is.
Right.
It makes sense that the bromans win that match.
And yeah, exactly. When I was like, so Rosemary's not going to be out there because she's dealing with Graham. So that's what's going to cost them the titles, and it's going to create that rift that they've been teasing. But no, they just won.
Yeah. So let's get it clear. Decay doesn't need Rosemary.
And well, not only do they not need Rosemary, in like non-kayfabe sense, they don't need the tag titles. They don't. Honestly, what they're clearly building to a feud with Bram. So like, what's the point of having the tag titles?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's frustrating, but yeah, like DJZ, like you're not going to build anything to him. And what is he? He lost to Lashley, so now what does he do?
Nothing. It's a shame. It's like I don't even know who in the X division is the one that takes out Lashley now.
Like I just don't get the point of Lashley holding all the belts.
Nope, neither do I.
What's the point of it?
Like, and plus, you want to build to the thing with Moose. Have Moose cost him the belt.
Yeah,
have Moose cost him the X Division title. Even ABC booking.
Even we mentioned like the ladder match gives you a reason to, like, because he doesn't have to pin Lashley.
You an out. It gives you an out easily.
He doesn't have to pin Lashley.
Yeah.
Like, and then they just had Lashley beat him with like no damage to Lashley really like okay.
Lashley no-sold a kick to the dick.
Yeah.
He no-sold a low blow. Like that's horrible.
But that's the thing. I don't understand how it doesn't benefit DJZ clearly at all. But it also doesn't benefit Lashley. What's the point of it? What was the point of having that match on Lashley's end? Mm-hmm. Did it build Lashley up? He just beat a guy that was smaller than him.
Also, do we know when Bound for Glory is?
Sometime in October. I don't know.
Is it really that late? Because
I think it's either October or it's like late September.
I kind of want to look now. I don't want to get spoiled, but I kind of want to look and see when it is. But, I mean, Lashley better lose the X Division title before Bound for Glory.
Yeah, because if not, then, like, you're just screwing your
Oh, my God. It's not until October.
Yeah.
October 2nd.
So maybe they'll drop. Maybe that's more time for him to drop it. I guess I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me.
I guess, but Eamon, it's July.
Well, it's August, technically, almost basically.
No, it's July.
Well, I mean, like it's basically August because we're like a couple days until August.
But I mean, still, August and September to build for a match in October. All right, you know what? Hold on. Let's. Eamon, you want to play a fun game?
What's the fun game?
Okay, here's the fun game. Bound for Glory is October 2nd.
Okay.
Today is July 28th. Okay. How many world title matches will we see on Impact before Bound for Glory?
Oh, at least 4. No more than 8. Yeah, at least 4.
Wow, you're going a lot higher than I am. Yeah. Okay, so you want to say 4?
I'll say 4.
All right, I was thinking 2.
Oh, you're giving them. You got to realize.
I'm thinking one a month. That's what I'm thinking.
They do it more than one a month.
I know they do, but
remember, Drew Galloway defended his title like almost.
Yeah, but that's Drew Galloway.
He almost defended it like twice a week.
That's Drew Galloway, and he's an idiot.
That's fair.
But I'm hoping it's only 2. Theoretically, it should be 0.
Right.
Because that's what this whole tournament
is. Because you're building to a number 1 contender.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, why is this only a single elimination tournament?
When you have all this time. I don't know.
Yeah. Like, if we're really building towards October, you could have done a longer tournament.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I guess they wanted to avoid the trap they had last year at exactly the same time.
True.
But I mean, and why aren't the knockouts getting a title shot? I'd legitimately like to see Sienna versus Lashley. I think that would be great.
Be fine with that.
I think that would be awesome.
But hey.
All right. So I guess we're moving on to my bad.
Yes.
Not everything can be the final deletion.
See, this was the thing I was in between on my good for, because there's aspects of it I liked, but there's also aspects of it I didn't.
Yes. All right. I'm going to say it's my bad-ish.
Yeah.
Because I appreciate you trying to do something different.
I appreciate you finally trying to get backstory to Rosemary.
Yes, I feel like we should have gotten this months ago. And I have to say this, even though he's a shit human being, Bram was amazing in this.
Oh, really? I thought he was going to grab me.
No, I thought he was because at one point I'm like, Bram is all of us. At one point, because he was just like, okay, this is all weird, and you're talking about your imaginary friends and your dead cat. I mean, I'm here for you,
right?
But this is weird.
Here's my thing, though. I feel like I would have liked this more if it didn't happen so close to the final deletion.
Yes. Yeah.
Because this actually fits more to that style of shooting a promo than the final deletion did.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm a final deletion hater, whatever. But like that whole Jeff and Matt story is fucking convoluted as fuck. This actually is taking a storyline and using something in a stylistic way to make it develop.
Absolutely. Do you know what it reminded me of? Remember Sam Shaw?
Yeah.
Reminded me of that. And I really enjoyed that stuff.
At least those were, creative and tried to push a narrative.
Yeah. I mean, and I'm curious to see what this is. I didn't think Rosemary was the best in this.
I thought she was good. I just found it very weird that she had to play like a little girl.
Yeah, I think that was the part that kind of peeved me a little bit.
Like you couldn't get like an actress, like a child actress or something.
Like maybe someone who played a mother before, like maybe Claire Lynch. No,
maybe.
I'm kidding. Do not ever bring the woman.
Like when she was playing like her teenage self, or assumedly, yeah, that's fine. But like
she just looked like AJ Lee. But okay,
that's fair. But like, it's like her having to dress like a little girl and then like act like she's like 4 when she's actually like 20-something, like I don't know. Yeah,
that is going to end up on a fetish video. So
oh,
absolutely,
yeah,
categorically, like
it was really creepy.
It was and not creepy in the good way, like the Willow videos or stuff like that, but just creepy in a
this is almost exploitive kind of way.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't be airing this kind of way.
Yeah,
but overall, I appreciate the concept. I'm curious to see where it goes.
Can we sum up the what we know now, apparently?
Oh yeah. Well, she talks to a tree named Montgomery,
who's apparently her dead brother, who's like a ghost, but he decided to like instead of like taking over the body of a human, he took over a tree.
And
the tree talks to her, and this is all because her mom let her cat die or something.
And also the tree knows her true love. I'm assuming we think this might be Bram.
I'm assuming I thought it was Jimmy Havoc.
Well, no, she wasn't. She was talking about someone named Johnny.
Oh, Johnny Havoc.
Johnny 5. I don't know.
Okay. Also, because I found it very weird, like the enders, like the last scene or whatever, where like she meets Johnny or whatever the hell.
Oh yeah, she talks about a big rape barn.
Yeah, that's what I got from it. That's what I got from
There's a big scary rape barn.
He he slowly starts to like put his hand on her lap or whatever, and like then she like starts freaking out that he did something horrible or something, and I'm like, did he rape you? Is that what we're trying to get out of here?
Like, are we going to the rape barn next week? I almost put as my lower third rape barn. But I figure Sorg might get upset with me if I did that.
Sorg would probably get upset with you with
Sorg might get upset.
But like, I don't know, because I've also followed Courtney Rush's / Rosemary's character on the indies that she does, and it's so less convoluted than this, but also is better.
Yeah, like sometimes the simplest way to do something is the best way.
Like, it can be like, oh, she went crazy because she's crazy, and somebody cut her hair and it sent her off the edge. Not she's talking to a ghost and like
the ghost tree of her dead brother after she fell from a tree. Like, I'm like, is this M. Night Shyamalan? I'm not sure.
You're taking it too far.
I mean, I will give credit where credit's. It's something different. It's backstory. It's something we've needed for Rosemary. I'm giving it a chance, Eamon.
Yeah, I don't know. I would love to get to the part where we figure out why she spews green liquid and it allows people to talk. Like,
I'm sure we'll get to that. We'll never get to that.
Never.
We'll never get to that. All right. So, Eamon, what would you change about this week's show?
What would I change? What would I change? Stop having Jeff Hardy. Like,
no, Brother Nero.
No, I'm not saying it's Brother Nero because according to them, it's Jeff Hardy. They're not saying it any differently. I said this a couple weeks ago. Like, Jeff shouldn't be on TV. He shouldn't. You build up to him coming back. The whole stuff with him being Matt Hardy's servant or whatever is just not a fact. It's so dumb. It's Matt Hardy being too dumb.
We've already proven Jeff's not a good servant.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, like, in kayfabe, it's just dumb to do.
No, I know, but even in kayfabe, Jeff's not a good servant.
Well, no, I know. But I mean, setting yourself up for failure. It's like what I said. We mentioned this when from the first Raw of the post-draft thing, when Stephanie's like, Roman Reigns, you disappointed us. You're the reason we didn't get the WWE title on SmackDown. We're going to put you in a match where you can possibly challenge for the new championship. Like, that doesn't make sense.
No.
Like, you wanted to delete him. You wanted to kill him. So he shouldn't be here.
And I mean, I know we didn't get to talk about this last week. We need to as a people, we need to get Rebby Sky to stop saying obsolete.
Yeah.
Just as I feel like I know this country's very divided. I know there's a lot of issues. I feel this is one issue we can all unite on and rally around together. Is that she should stop saying obsolete. Because no. Instead
of this past Mayhem shows hashtag free Mike's guns, we're just gonna do hashtag cut Rebby's mic.
I like it. Yeah, all right. My change this week. Change a belt. Something. I don't care if it's DJZ. I don't care if it's a bromance. One of those two titles should have been lost.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even care which one. If you want to push Lashley as a monster that, hey, he can beat DJZ, fine. But then you have to give the bromance the win. If you want DJZ to pull off a huge upset and actually make his career, which it would have, then you have Decay win. But those were two unannounced gimmick matches for championships. If you want people to tune in, you actually have to have something happen on your shows.
Right.
Like, it wouldn't have hurt Lashley to lose. It wouldn't have hurt Decay to lose because they're both set up in storyline that it wouldn't have hurt them.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm sorry, if we're going back to the Wolves or fuck, I don't even know who would win the X Division title. I don't even know. Like, I can't think of someone that even like they could book to beat Lashley. Maybe Braxton Sutter?
But you already did that. Well, no, that was with Bennett. But, like, I don't know. This was the time to do it. And like you said, this was point where, like, it's clear. You have everything you can to change the title, and it doesn't hurt anyone. And you didn't do it.
And in not doing it, you made both finishes look horrible.
Yeah, once that...
Because, I'm sorry, that Adonis crab in the thumbtacks...
That should have been
a finish. That's a finish. That is a bona fide awesome finish.
Literally, like when he locked that in on the thumbtacks, I was like, "Oh, the Bromans are gonna win the belts."
Yeah, because it was great.
And then it didn't happen. Good. And I was like, "Wait, what?" Like not in like a oh wow that like cool near fall way, but like a wait no they should have won the belts there.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, like that should have been. And when DJZ hit the like tornado DDT and everything, that should have been the finish.
Yeah.
Sorry, should have been, because Lashley. They wanted to make Lashley look super duper strong. In the end, well, no, I mean like physically, they wanted make it.
Yes.
He just looked shaky and nervous on that ladder every single time he went up. And granted, that's probably because TNA has horrible quality ladders.
Yeah. Also, but like I actually liked one spot in the match, which was Lashley going under the ladder to lift it up.
Oh yeah, no, that was great.
But the crowd didn't pop for it.
No.
Like they were. This crowd was also really awful.
See, you know what they should have done when Lashley did that and he lifted the title, lifted the ladder with DJZ on it.
DJZ got off the belt.
He should have grabbed the belt. If he had grabbed the belt there and Lashley was literally hoisted by his own petard, that would have been perfect. Then you have Lashley beat the shit out of DJZ afterwards, put him through a ladder. Lashley still looks strong, but DJZ looks fucking smart.
Yeah.
Like, they essentially destroyed any credibility the Bromans or DJZ would have at this point.
But without benefiting the other two.
Yeah, without benefiting anyone else. Because now Raquel being out there for the Bromans makes no sense. Because they had the unfair advantage and they still couldn't win the belts.
Yeah.
All right. So we should talk about the tournament matches before we hop off here.
I guess.
What'd you think about them?
They're all right. They're just very like TNA to me.
Yeah, pretty predictable.
Predictable. I found it like I didn't like the finish. Like I get EC3's kind of a dickhead, but like him, the whole stuff with the hammer, and then like him hitting him with the boot, like, and then the referee holds up his hand and he's holding up the boot in the other hand.
Yeah, like at least when Eddie did at WrestleMania, he had the smarts to throw the belt out of the ring.
Yeah. I was just like, okay, whatever. And I barely remember Mike Bennett. But
yeah, I honestly watched that match on fast forward. Basically EC3 came in again and hit Drew by accident.
Kind of makes them look stupid.
Yep.
It makes both of them, EC3 and Galloway, look stupid.
Well, no, because Galloway told him not to come out. So in that instance, Galloway's actually smart. Galloway told him not to come out because he said every time you come out, you end up, screwing me over. Although he did say they were like oil and vinegar. I would have gone with oil and water because oil and vinegar actually
makes a great salad dressing.
They go great together. They don't mix, but they go fantastic together.
But yeah, like my thing was also like EC3 was like trying to be a friend, being like if Moose was out there, I'll make sure it's even. But you fought and beat Matt Hardy when he had Jeff and
Drew. Yeah, Drew didn't come out and help at all.
So why? Like, can't you, if you actually think highly of Drew, don't you think Drew could have done the same?
Well, I mean, that also could be the underlying thing that EC3 doesn't think Drew.
Maybe he's an undercover heel. I don't know. But
well, I mean, I'd like to think EC3 is always an undercover heel.
True. But like it just, and also they've done this thing before. Like they did this thing like a month ago or something.
Yeah, they've pretty much done it every time these two have been in the ring together.
And it just makes it look stupid. Like.
Yeah, like doing it once, you get the Shawn Michaels Undertaker thing, and it's cool. Doing it repeatedly just kind of indicates you're out of ideas.
Repeatedly in the span of a month.
Yeah, it just kind of indicates you're out of ideas.
Yeah.
Like, unless these guys were tag champs or tag partners or something like that, that would make sense. Because then you're leading to a split of a tag team or something like that.
Well, also just the way it was kind of formatted was... The reason these issues started was because this happened with Galloway in his title match with Lashley. And EC3 came out and accidentally cost Drew the match. And then that's when Drew got pissed, and they started brawling backstage every fucking week. And beating up each other like they're in a blood feud. And then this week, they're being nice to each other. And Galloway's like, no, I understand, but EC3 don't interfere. I think you're cool, but I want to win the title, and I'm going to face you in the. And then they have that match, and EC3 does the same thing. The same result happens, and Drew's pissed again.
Yeah.
Like, it's just you're going in a circle.
And it's not even a fun circle.
No.
Alrighty. So was there anything else on Impact that we missed?
Gail beat Madison. Whatever.
Like I said, is there anything that we missed?
Oh, Allie was pretty great.
Yeah, Allie's great. She's the best part of the Knockouts division, like hands down.
And rarely wrestles, and if she does wrestle, she wrestles on a fucking pencil skirt. So
yeah,
that's something.
Yeah, but Allie's fantastic. They need to utilize her more. Do we really need another Gail Kim title run?
I think the literally only reason they're doing that is like because I realized Pope mentioned on commentary that she would tie with Angelina Love. So I think they just want to eclipse that, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
because it looks nicer on the Hall of Fame.
I think they just want a champion in the Hall of Fame, which doesn't make any sense.
True.
Doesn't make any sense at all. Hall of Fame means your career's done. Like that's the point of a Hall of Fame. Not that TNA's ever endorsed that, but that's the point of a Hall of Fame. Is that thank you for your service. Here's your Lifetime Achievement Award, the Hall of Fame. You're done. As opposed to, here's a fucking title shot again.
My thing is, the thing I hate the most about this whole storyline of Gail having to go through all the knockouts to get a shot at the title is that it means we're probably not going to see Sienna for about a month.
Yeah. And
at least in a wrestling capacity.
And it also means that everyone else. It also means that everyone else in the division is going to job to Gail Kim again.
Right. Yeah.
So it makes the entire rest of the division.
It's going to lead to a match with Gail against Sienna, who wouldn't have wrestled in a month for the title, and Gail's going to beat her. So great, you build up no one.
Yep, except Gail Kim, who doesn't need it.
Yes.
She's in the Hall of Fame. I'm pretty sure she can stand.
Even if she wasn't in the Hall of Fame, she doesn't need it.
Yeah.
You have a plethora. You've literally overhauled your knockouts division. All the regulars are gone, and you've got all these new people. How about make one of them a fucking star?
Mm-hmm. Like I'm convinced Allie's the dark horse.
But she doesn't wrestle.
But you know what? If they did a thing where it was actually like let's say Gail beats Jade, Marty. Who else did they have?
the other one. I think that's it.
Shemp.
Other than Sienna.
Lemmy, Wendy, Morton. I'm just naming Koopa kids now. But all right, let's say Gail beats the rest of the knockouts, and she goes to Maria and she's like, "Okay, I've beaten all the knockouts. Like, give me my title shot." And Maria's like, "No, you haven't beat everyone. You haven't beaten Allie." And Allie's like, "What?" Like
great Allie.
Thank you. I had to go pure falsetto on that, but. It'd be great if Allie got the surprise win.
I'd much rather see an Allie Sienna match than a Gail Kim Sienna match. And that's really sad.
And you know what the cool thing would be? Like, imagine if Allie gets the surprise win on Gail. through hook or crook or whatever. And then Maria doesn't reward Allie.
Right.
And Maria's like, "Oh, well, no, good job, Allie." Like, golf clap. And then she drops the clipboard. She's like, "No!" Like she wants the title.
Sorry.
No,
honestly, that's a so much cooler story, and they're never going to do it.
I know they're not, but how long did that take me to think of? 2 seconds?
That's the thing. I don't hate any of the new knockouts. They're all talented.
Neither do I.
They're all talented. They just don't give me any reason to care about them.
Yeah, they literally haven't written a story besides Maria doesn't want to wrestle.
Maria and Gail are the only important knockouts. Neither of them are the champion.
Yep.
Neither of them, there's a feud happening between two of them that's neither of those people with Jade and Marty. Like, you've given us no reason to care about the other girls.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I feel like because then you could have, like, let's say Maria was the one that cost Gail her match. And let's say Gail can go to Dixie and she'll say, Dixie, I will only accept my Hall of Fame induction if I can wrestle Maria at Bound for Glory. That way, it's not for the title.
That's what the feud is. The feud is Gail and Maria.
And you know what? And Dixie can say to Maria, like, all right, fine, Maria, if you wrestle Gail, she doesn't go in the Hall of Fame. If you beat Gail, she doesn't go in the Hall of Fame. That is something Maria would do.
That's literally the perfect. Because they were going to...
Because then you can have an Allie versus Sienna storyline for the belt.
Right.
And you can have the Maria versus Gail match that someone wanted somewhere. Yeah.
But couldn't. Like, that's the thing. The feud is Gail-Maria. It's not Gail and the Knockout.
It's not Gail-Sienna. It's not, it's not anyone versus Sienna. It's Gail-Maria.
I'd rather... I would literally rather see most of the other Knockouts get that big title match with Sienna than Gail Kim. Because Jade... Allie, like, the thing you suggested with Allie... Jade makes sense because she hasn't got her title rematch.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much stuff I don't know. It's frustrating.
Yeah. All right. So Eamon, out of the 3 shows this week, because there's no Lucha, where did you rank Impact for this week?
I ranked Lucha I ranked Impact for this week because Lucha made the announcement of season 3 coming back. So. That's ranked number 3 solely because it's the 3rd season.
I see what you did there. I'm gonna rank Impact number 3. Honestly, I thought Impact was a pretty decent show this week.
It was okay.
I'm not gonna we've talked a little bit of smack about it, but I thought it was a pretty decent show this week. Like, I actually enjoyed what they're doing. I don't necessarily like what they're doing with the world title scene. But, that's standard for Impact. But yeah, I thought there was some good stuff there in the meantime.
Yeah, there's some stuff floating around there that was good.
Yeah, and commentary wasn't egregious tonight.
No, it wasn't terrible.
Nothing I really noticed.
I was also watching a stream of it that was streaming the Fight Network version of the airing of Impact. And the best part about that is that they don't air them showing for PopTV shows.
I have the largest hands in the world. Yeah. I swear. They have not run almost any of those commercials during Impact since that debacle.
Well, that's what I really liked was that, there would be moments in matches where there would be, a stretched amount of, clear silence on the commentary. And I picked up on it. I was like, oh, that's where they're plugging, Schitt's Creek and stuff. Because it wouldn't make any sense for them to because it wouldn't make sense for them to plug it when it's airing on the Fight Network.
That's a fair point. All right. Okay, so Eamon, where could the good people in the internet find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Eamon2Please, and also check out the company I'm involved with, which is Inspire Pro Wrestling, over at InspireProWrestling.com.
All right. You can find me at MadMike4883 on the Twitter machine. I don't know if I'm going to be live tweeting Impact as often as I used to now, given that they've moved to Thursdays right before we do this show. But still hit up the hashtag MM. I will try and live tweet NXT and the CWC when I get a chance to. All right. So for Eamon Paton, I'm Mad Mike, and this has been your Midweek War!